Hello, welcome to the embedded world again. It's me, it's Richard Pinnow. I'm BDM for Computer and Modules, and I'm not alone today. I'm with Sameer Sharma. From MediaTek. Many thanks for having you here.
Thank you, Richard, for inviting us.
Super. So we are talking today about our I-Pi starter kit, and what is an I-Pi starter kit? It's basically consisting of a carrier board, a standardized module which follows the SMARC standard, and the module itself is based on a very interesting silicon.
Yes.
And this silicon has been crafted or made by MediaTek, and we are really thrilled to have you here to explain the benefits, what makes this silicon unique, what makes MediaTek's offerings unique, and we complement this by how ADLINK brings this silicon to the customer base.
Yep.
For a broad range of industrial applications. And yeah, I think there's maybe you should quickly start to complement something.
Sure. So first of all, thanks to ADLINK for inviting us here to be on stage to talk about not just the products and the solutions we're building together, but how we plan to move the entire ecosystem towards more success based on what we are developing together. So very quickly, in terms of my own background, I'm currently AVP for IoT at MediaTek. Joined the company recently. Have spent 23 plus years in the embedded market, and I think this is the most exciting time I can think about in the edge AI and IoT market to be working on these kind of solutions, because I think the best is yet to come, and the best will come when companies like us collaborate, keeping the end customer success in mind. So today we're going to talk about Genio 1200, which is our flagship IoT silicon platform. And as we go through the tour, I think we'll add more details to why it's a wonderful product and how ADLINK is then building goodness on top of it that our customers can leverage from.
Great. Then let's go together to have a hands-on on the starter kit.
Yeah.
So maybe follow
Fantastic.
me and let's go to the area where we showcase this unique piece of technology. So let's go here.
Ah, it's a
So here one can see it, Ilana. So this is the starter kit, as you can see. It is consisting of a carrier board, a very small carrier board, which makes it possible to integrate it in a broad field of applications. So especially when one is looking for something which can be used as a proof of concept. So that's super interesting. So we put a lot of interfaces here on the carrier board, which are traditionally used in the Raspberry Pi area. So meaning a lot of success rate is plug and play available. That's great for the developer community. But it's not just about the carrier board, right? It's about the module today. So on the module sitting in the carrier board is based on SMARC. It has 314 pins of a lot of IOs. Meaning you have display interfaces, you have a lot of GPIO interfaces, you have camera interfaces, and so on and so forth. And on the module, what you see here, can you do a quick close-up? So on the module, what you see here, on the module, there's the MediaTek i1200 silicon. And what you see here is a nice solution which runs out of the box. It comes very nice packaged here in one of these boxes. You can simply buy it online and getting this shipped within 2 weeks. So super interesting. What you see here, we are doing at the moment some live benchmarks, and this is essentially one of the most interesting differentiators. It delivers a lot of processing power, but at very high energy efficiency, and that's super interesting compared to other CPUs which are available to the embedded market at the moment. So we have a comparison here. It's running at the moment a GPU benchmark. So because we see a lot of applications which require a lot of GPU performance. And yeah, Sameer, let's talk a bit about the silicon sitting on it, which makes it really unique compared to others.
Thank you, Richard. So as you could see, this is a very popular demo on the floor here. And thanks to ADLINK for showcasing the capabilities of MediaTek's silicon technology. What we are showing is the power consumption on the equivalent MediaTek part is about one third to one fourth of the competing x86 architecture. Which, if you're an end customer, you love that because it helps you design more compact, more simpler heat sink kind of designs. But why is that? I think that's the big question. Why is the MediaTek silicon so power efficient? I think it comes down to three or four very basic things. Starting with the best possible IPs, combining it with leading edge process technology, then putting it together in the most efficient manner, putting into advanced packaging technology that helps design these small footprint devices. And if I can go a bit deeper into it, the part you're looking at is a Genio 1200. So it comes with long life support for 10 years. It supports Android, Yocto, Ubuntu Linux. So you have all these options right out of the box to enable different kind of applications. But then you go zoom into the silicon itself, it's an octa-core part. So we have used 4A78 cores, which are high performance cores from ARM. We've also used 4A55 cores, which are high power efficiency cores. Then you combine it with a leading edge GPU. We've got our internal AI processing unit that gives you close to 5 TOPS of power. On a connectivity front, we've got Wi-Fi 6. We've got traditional Ethernet-based connectivity, but we also have cellular option. So you have essentially a no compromise platform. You have performance when you want it. You have power efficiency when you need it, right? We don't ask you to make compromises between cost and capabilities. It's a very, very attractively priced package that gives you an amazing set of capabilities. We don't ask you to compromise between footprint and flexibility. We're able to have these systems that are extremely small footprint be designed for different kinds of applications, ranging from smart retail to consumer fitness, to healthcare, to industrial, to smart cities, to transportation. That's how our customers are using these platforms. And of course, the dev kit that you've created becomes a perfect starting point for them to evaluate this. Um, One thing I didn't talk about is this is also fabbed in the leading edge process technology. And just by moving to the leading edge process technology, we were able to reduce the power consumption by another 25%. So all these savings are getting stacked. And you as a customer, what you see is this amazing power efficiency where instead of, X watts, you are now utilizing one third or one fourth the number of watts, which means smaller heat sinks, smaller form factors, all those benefits. So it's fantastic to have this partnership with you because you help us showcase the best of the capabilities of our platform. And ultimately, I think together what we've created is a no compromise platform. No compromise on power and performance, no compromise on cost and capabilities, no compromise on footprint and flexibility.
Great, thank you. So I would like to highlight again the longevity part, right? So because MediaTek is coming from a specific area, right? So maybe we can have a deep dive in this one from where the company is coming. I just want to underline again, it's available 10 years, and this is the key for our industry, right? The embedded industry, and maybe you would like to spend a comment on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Richard, let's recognize MediaTek's heritage, right? We, for the longest time, we were the smartphone company. But what many people don't know about MediaTek is we ship more than 2 billion silicon devices a year. We have a large market segment share in the smart TV market. We are one of the, I would say, two or three companies that have leading edge 5G modem capability. We have satellite network capabilities. We have leading edge Wi-Fi capabilities. In our IoT group, what we are able to do is leverage all these things and take those billions of dollars in R&D expenditure and bring the goodness of that to the IoT ecosystem. I'll be honest about it, right? On my own, as an IoT GM, I cannot afford the investments that are needed, right? But because I'm part of a company that has this rich heritage and rich tradition of execution on the leading edge capabilities, I'm able to extract them. Now, the thing we have added on top of it, as you said, is long life capabilities because in the markets we are in, I've been in a embedded market for almost 23, 24 years. So we know long life support is a critical requirement and not just on the hardware, but the software stack as well. So what we're doing is certainly from a supply possibility from things like extended temp and how long the product is available. We own it. We manage it. We manage it for our customers. We make it available to them. But then we also work with partners. We have internal teams who are looking at Android releases. We look at the Yocto Linux. We have a partnership with Canonical on Ubuntu. So we bring all those software capabilities as well, so that you as a customer can breathe easy and say, if I'm going to design a product based on MediaTek ADLINK platform, it's going to be supported through the lifetime of this use case. Again, transportation, smart cities, smart retail, consumer fitness. So that's the mindset with which we are sort of building upon the heritage we have and defining the future where we want to take the company.
Super, thank you. So, yeah, and together, ADLINK and MediaTek, we build a kind of ecology, right? So we team up together to bring all those kind of differentiating technology down to the edge. So a very good starting point is this kind of SMARC module. So it allows you to focus on your application layer. So meaning you simply take the ready-to-use SMARC module, the ready-to-use carrier board, you embed this into your application. Later on, you fine-tune the carrier board exactly towards your needs, and then you have a very unique design with very fast time to market, because the module itself is a kind of ready-to-use function block, right? And this puts you on the fast lane. So everybody is talking about longevity. And when the R&D cycle takes you 3 years already, then just 7 years are available as active mass production. And meaning we need to be fast, and the innovation cycles are getting shorter and shorter. Technology is evolving super, super fast, meaning we have to design in fast. And this means by using computer on modules, you are on this kind of fast lane, because you can directly jumpstart into developing your application instead of dealing with all those hardware, low-level hardware design, then followed by the low-level firmware design, bringing up of the BSP. It's all ready-to-use solution provided by MediaTek and ADLINK. And yeah, I'm more than welcome you to give it a try, to come to our booth in hall number 3, stand 147, to give it a try to see. We are running live benchmarks here. As I said already, you can check out its power consumption and its performances against other CPUs. And I think this is a super interesting starting point for some of your applications. So, Sameer, you've mentioned already a few applications. So we see applications like drones, for instance, flying drones, ground drones, anything battery powered, right? Which really benefits from its power efficiency. Do you see other use cases where you say, hey, this Genio i1200 can really make the difference?
So, Richard, the thing about power efficiency is whether you are powered or not, power consumption is a big factor, because it influences how we design the heat sink. It influences how much electricity bills you have for the products you're using. So it goes beyond whether it's a mobile device or not. But to go give you some examples, we are seeing a lot of success in handhelds in retail stores, ruggedized tablets for medical applications, transportation, where we are using devices powered by MediaTek for the interface. Similarly, in industrial IoT, the human-machine interface, the ruggedization, the long life requirements, the Linux support, that's an area where we are finding traction. I think my simple message to anybody looking to build an IoT product is, if as you are looking at a new product, a new application, make sure the ADLINK MediaTek Devkit is part of what you're evaluating. Because if you're not doing it, you're frankly compromising your own competitiveness in the end product. I'm not saying select MediaTek, I'm saying evaluate it with an open mind, look at everything that's available, and we do believe we built a leading edge product that will ultimately make our customers way more successful. So it's really that end user application and customer success in mind that's driving this partnership. And it's been a wonderful partnership. I call it a 1 plus 1 equals 11. That's really what we're doing, right? We're helping each other, but we're also helping move the ecosystem forward. And for that, we appreciate your partnership.
Getting back to the services that we're providing, right? This is a computer module, as I said, but we as a D-Link, we're not just providing a module, we're providing everything around, and it's not just the carrier board. Imagine you need to interface a camera, interfaced via MEP CSI, and with pre-fine-tuned firmware settings to make this camera work. all those kind of design-in services is something what ADLINK is taking care of. And you've been mentioning, Sameer, it's thermal design. We have a standardized heat spreader on top, but of course we can fine-tune this one according to your requirements. If it needs to be smaller or another shape or conductively attached to the housing of a system, or we can build an entire system, but based on this computer module. Hey, silicon-wise, today we've been looking at the i1200, right? But do you have other silicon as well? So,
Richard, I'm so glad you brought that up. The way we have designed the MediaTek Silicon roadmap is to really think about our customers and scalability. So ideally, we would like to give our customers a platform that helps them design a good, better, best stack of products, preserving the software investment they are making, especially on the AI front. Because let's face it, when it comes to AI talent, the war is over. The AI talent won, right? It's so hard to find people. So if you are designing an AI application, for example, utilizing the built-in AI processing unit, you're able to scale it up and down. And we have a Europilot SDK that comes with it. So we've got the 300 series, 500, 700, and 1200 that allows you the trade-off between cost, power, and performance from the bottom of the stack all the way to the top. You can do one design, you can have one software stack that scales up and down, and ultimately makes your life easier as an end customer, taking these products to market and pricing the products for different parts of the market. So absolutely, I think our partnership extends to more than 1200. 1200 is what we are showcasing because it's the high end of performance. It's really where you can have much more performance capabilities. But this power efficient computing does come down both in terms of the performance level and the cost, so that you can design all kinds of products based on this roadmap.
super. So, Sameer, our pitch today comes to an end, but it doesn't mean that we do not have time for having a one-by-one discussion. Feel free to join us here at the Embedded Road, at the MediaTek booth, or at the ADLINK booth. So we are more than happy to discuss your application, your project, and how to put you on the fast lane with our ready-to-use solutions. And again, I need to highlight it. It's a very nice starting point for any kind of project because we make all the design files available to you when it comes to the carrier board, meaning you can copy and paste a lot. And this is our mission, right? To enable you to be fast with your application, to deploy it, to bring it into the mass production. And yeah, we won't stop supporting you until your project turns into revenue. So, and we really want to make it happen. So, and ADLINK is in this market since nearly 30 years. So and we are looking forward for many more decades based on the latest and greatest technology. Yeah, feel free to join our booth. We have a lot of different modules and system solutions to be explained and to be pitched and to be introduced to you. And many thanks for joining today. Thank you, Sameer.
Thank you, Richard, for inviting me, and thank you for the partnership.